We live in Brooklyn, baby. We live in Brooklyn, baby.
Welcome, everybody. Hey, am I on? Yeah, hello.
We're on. Hello. Welcome, everybody. Insanity Check. Ken, Skilletsauce, and 8.
Yep.
It's been a little bit, but we are back.
What's the date?
20th of January, 2014. Yet another frigid day. The cold's been kicking our ass.
Yeah, it has been. I mean, it was supposedly going through another one of those polar vortex things or whatever the hell those things are. So, I don't know. All I know is fucking bitterly cold. Actually, my beard actually froze over the other night, man. It was so fucking cold. Seriously, it was ridiculous. Yeah, it was absolutely ridiculous. Cause I put like some coconut oil in my beard and shit to keep it nice and luxurious, and that shit started to freeze over, so it was a problem.
Yeah, but you were riding your damn bike, right?
Yeah, I was riding my bike, which is what kind of stupid and shit, but I had to do it.
Well, that's a shame. I was inside my damn house, probably drinking some warm tea.
Yeah, which I'm drinking right here, my favorite titty cup here. You know, I'm drinking some nice. What is this? What the fuck is this in here? It's I think it's some firecracker black tea
with milk, right?
No. Actually, no. I sometimes just have milk by itself in there. You know, gotta have milk because of titties, but actually not in my tea though. I don't like that British shit, man. I don't like that, man. You like milk in your tea?
No, you know, as long as it's sweet, I'll drink it. I don't give a shit.
I see. That's just it. I don't even have any honey. Nothing's in here. I can't drink. I can't fuck it up with anything.
Nah, I can't do that.
Yeah. So, you know, let's see. We've been off for a little bit, man, a little bit of time. So some interesting.
What's that? I'm missing that one.
What are you over there drinking, man? Some Zima? What is that?
What? Sky vodka for 8.
So that means our engineer is soused. It's loaded up over there, man. But you didn't bring none for us. You said it's all leftovers. Or what, you guys had a party in here or something?
It's always a party at SD World.
Yeah, exactly, man.
Except when we're on bumming people the fuck out.
Yeah. Actually, I don't know if today's show will be about all that bummy shit, but you know, let's see. There's something that happened. We want to touch upon. It was something kind of light. There was I'm a fan of battle rap. You know, I'm kind of old and shit, but I like that kind of stuff. And we had covered, I think, Summer Madness 2, one of the battles when it dropped last year, and the UW Rap League. Run by Arsenal the Rebel or Serge Ibaka or whatever the fuck he calls himself, had a pay-per-view. Yeah.
Serge Ibaka.
Serge Ibaka. Yeah, had a pay-per-view, and one of the main things was I think the main event was Hollow the Don versus Loaded Lux, old school versus new school. And without getting into all the details and the particulars, when it first dropped, everybody first of all, the feed was pirated, so I kind of feel bad because the dudes I believe they was doing it like how boxing guys do it. You know, they get a piece of the pay-per-view, and the shit was up immediately, like damn near real time. It was ripped and put on YouTube, so I kind of feel bad for the cast for that part. But it was one of the more polarizing battles I've seen. It was even more polarizing than the battle from last year, because the last year it was the old school versus the new generation. That was a theme at Summer Madness 2, and this was, you know, a Hollow the Don for some reason is revered as one of the best battle rappers going on today, which I don't agree with. That's my opinion. I have my reasons for saying it. And Loaded Lux is like the guardsman of the old regime. You know, super dope dude. Didn't have a lot of battles on cam, but he was, you know, I like his lyricism because I come from a generation where lyrics mattered. This is before Waka Flocka, before Gucci Mane, before fucking Lil Wayne and all that bullshit where dudes sound like they're in the second grade. I grew up, you know, literally, you know, in the Rakims and, you know, Eminem for this, you know. Now Eminem is actually old generation because he's 40 now. So
damn.
Yeah, and I think Jay-Z is 45 now, I believe. 45. Damn. Yeah, I think Jay-Z's either 45 or 46, some shit like that. I don't know. But, you know, these cats are up there. And I think Nas is like 40 now or 39 or something like that. So all of those dudes, you know, they consider the old generation. But the one common, you know, factor with these cats is they all brought a certain amount of lyricism. So I watched this battle. And
Lux is the cat. We did a show on him last year.
We did a show on him last year.
Loaded Lux.
Yeah. And because I like the shit that he was spitting, and how he was presenting it, and so on and so forth. And I always think about, when I think about battles, bars first, then presentation, and all the rest of that shit. Well, lo and behold, when the battle dropped, everyone said Hollow won initially. Oh, he won. So I, representing Insanity Check Radio, I actually got on the comments boards and I actually started speaking to some of these individuals just to try and figure out and ascertain why they felt he won. And they said, oh, he's so versatile. The Hollow guy, he can rebuttal, which is what it is. You say something and I take your words and put them back to you. Freestyle, which is, hey, I don't have anything written down. I'll just rhyme off the top of my head. And writtens is obviously what I prepared before I came here. And I thought this guy's shit was, one guy is in college and the other guy is in junior high school. That's literally how it came across to me. And the crowd was like, oh, you're cheering on these guys' lines. And I'm listening to his lines. I'm like, yo, this dude is not making any fucking sense. Yet he's trying to say that the Lux dude wasn't making any sense. Because his whole argument was, if you can't understand the guy, that doesn't mean he's fly. Well, my thing is, like I was telling you before I came here, I said if I took Eminem's best album and translated into Swahili, I wouldn't know what the fuck he was saying. Doesn't mean it's whack, but it doesn't mean it's good either. So it goes both ways. So if you don't understand it, how can you make a judgment on it? So he was using that as his foundation, because essentially he was like, nobody can understand what the other guy was saying. But to you dumb motherfucking uneducated people out there, I can understand what Lux says. First time. I don't have to go back. I don't have to rewind. I don't have to do shit to catch it. I don't have to go Google anything. I just understand what the fuck this dude is saying. But then again, I'm college educated. I guess that has something to do with it. I don't know. So, and oh man, we got into terrible. I mean, I was getting into some shit with this dude, man, and going point by point, like the guy said, he was disrespecting the guy Lux, what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to diss the living shit out of him. And he was like, yeah, man, your lines make no sense. What the fuck does 50 cc's of Vicodin in your writing pen mean? Because Vicodin is a pill, and obviously cc's is, the measure liquid, so what do you mean then? And I'm like, wait a second, no, but Vicodin, it does come in a liquid form. So everything you just said as a retort was fucking false. So that's like me saying some super fly mathematical equation like 2 + 2 is 7, and everybody cheering because I fucking spun around and did a fucking move when I said 2 + 2 is 7. And I tried to explain that to these motherfuckers. The guy was like, I don't give a, literally was like, I don't give a fuck what you're saying, Hollow won. Okay, so another line he said about hallowed be thy name, which I had translated it, and the person uttering it, it doesn't mean I'm fly. Basically, it doesn't mean I'm fly, and that's the way he presented it. If you Google this shit out there, he fucked up. Thy is not I. He fucked up. No one cares, kid. No one cares. It doesn't matter what the other guy was saying or how we presented it. And I said, you know what? Basically, that other dude, Lux, is basically like LeBron James when he first went to the Miami Heat. People just wanted to hate on him. People actually admitted, it was like, yeah, he had all the bars. He said the hot bars, but I just like the other guy's performance. So if you perform bullshit and most of your crowd responses was because you told jokes, then why can't Kevin Hart go up there and battle somebody? Somebody teach him for a couple of weeks how to spit some elementary bars. He mixes his comedy routine in there. He's the champ. Because the guy dissed Lux's fucking pants.
Have you actually ever heard Kevin Hart rapping?
No.
He does battle.
Oh, he does?
Yeah, he battled T-Pain.
Oh no, didn't he also battle? Oh, you're right. Didn't he battle? I thought he battled like one of them boxers. No, I might be mistaken.
No, well, he that was something else. He,
the Adrian Broner or some shit was like some gimmicky shit.
He mimicked Floyd Mayweather, but
okay.
But he does battle rap.
He does battle.
Yeah,
rap?
I'll pull.
Yeah, please do, because see, my whole thing is, if you're gonna come with jokes, and everybody, the whole saying is bars over jokes, and like I said, I go from lyricism and then work my way down. Now, obviously, if a fucking robot is up there reciting some shit, I'm not going to give that credence. But Lux is not like that. But this other dude is saying shit, and he's trying. The motherfucker pulled out a notepad. Now, okay, now, 8. You're the youngest person in this room. But you are familiar with battling, right? I mean, you obviously, at some point in your time, either Benzino versus Eminem, you understand beefs and battles, right?
Yeah, well, I am 35.
You're 35. Yeah, well, this motherfucker's lying. But in any case,
how old do you think I am?
37.
37. No.
You're 35?
35.
Okay, well, that's actually even better because you're closer to the age of these particular individuals. Now, if you're rhyming against somebody, or if a dude is battling another cat, and the guy that's known for rebuttaling, basically taking your words and using them against you, pulls out a fucking notepad and starts writing on it while you're spitting at him, and he starts writing soon as you said like something about rubber band, because that's what happened. At 25:33 of that fucking video battle, Lux is saying something about your bands are all rubber, so snap out of it or something like that. He immediately started to write. And then when his turn came, that was the first thing he presented to Lux. He was like, oh, you said my band is rubber? And he actually looked at the notepad. Do you think that shit is like a violation of some kind of unwritten law with rap, that a motherfucker can actually jot down notes during a battle? Because I think that shit is bullshit. I'm like, yo, how the fuck can you do that?
No, I don't think it's a violation. To be honest with you, I think the art of battle rap has went somewhere else, and at this point, I don't really care what they do with it. It's literally like, to me personally, watered down. And the reason, one of the reasons why I say it's watered down is because when you look at, you know, the battles in the history of hip hop, you dealt with more prominent artists. It was taken more personal. It was dealt with on a kind of a street lyrical level, meaning we're in the club, you know, this rapper said, oh, did you hear what he said? Now it's people I've never heard of. You know, a lot of them come in with bars pre-written, whether they say it's freestyle or not. You know, a lot of it is pre-written, and look, this is what I'm going to say, and then I'll freestyle this part, and I'm going to come back with. So I mean, there's a few that's really nice with it, but at this point, you know, once I think you the one that showed me the Cannabis, you know, pulling out his notepad and rapping. I mean, everything is in play. Yeah,
but see, he was lambasted for that shit. That motherfucker was condemned to hell.
But see, this is my simple question to you: are you surprised?
No, I'm not surprised. Well, I'm not surprised because I've been saying for years that we as a generation, well, this particular generation has been done a disservice, but they don't realize it. You know, what they see as they're champions of music, they're champions of film, they're champions of all, except for athletics. But everything else is pretty much, you know, watered down to the point to where you can't even debate with these individuals because they're just going to go, you know, you're just an old school motherfucker, so shut up. You're just bitter and old. Our dude is hot. But and when I was conducting these discussions, because if it was strictly a freestyle battle, they actually have those where it's all freestyle. Okay, but the way they do it now, some people mix writtens and freestyle. Some people just go straight with their writtens, and it is what it is. The way in which this dude presented his stuff was more demonstrative, but then again, this dude has some kind of rabid cult following. He's like the Apple of battle rap. You cannot say anything about this dude. You can point out whatever you want to point out and say, yo, the dude made a mistake. There was another famous, like he battled this dude named Averb. And he started out with one of his rebuttals that people said he won the round with, was something like, I hope or I wish your baby's mom's is born with a birth defect. And then he went on with the rest of his stuff. I don't know off the top of my head. And I'm immediately like, wait a second. How the fuck can, she's already alive, how can she be born with a birth defect? See, he fucked up. And he meant to say something like, I hope your baby mom's gives birth to a baby with a birth defect. Okay, that makes sense. But the way he said it didn't make sense. But people was like, oh, you came off the top. Yo, son is nice. He won the round. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. And it's such an incredible divide. I like to hear motherfuckers to where you feed me now, you feed me later. You give me something right off the cuff, and I'm like, wow, that shit is hot. Then upon further review, if I want to go through it, I'm like, oh, wow, this actually means that. Oh, wait, it actually means that too. So I get it there in the room on, you know, live, and then it keeps giving. Hollow is like a fucking Las Vegas review. It's like he comes out there, it's all fireworks and whatever, but upon further review, I'm like, this dude said some hickory dickory dock shit. I mean,
to a hickory dickory dock crowd.
Yeah, and yeah. I mean, motherfuckers was booing him. Then he brings out this dude's father. Now, when we did...
Hold on. To be continued in the next segment. We'll be back in a couple.
We're trying to